how do you stay true to your creative vision and satisfying what the audience craves, or like what you think the audience wants from you, because they expect a certain thing from you. Okay, so how do you stay true to your creative vision and satisfying your audience?
Yeah, that's a good question, because it is also like a double-edged sword, because that question can also almost trip you up, and it has me with a couple of times where I'm like, okay, I made this short film, what should I make next, because the people will be expecting maybe something different.
Yeah.
But also it's like you have to also be true to yourself, as you mentioned, because yes, you like the audience is what you're making a film for also, but you are your first audience, so I know many people who have been making films because they're like, oh, this kind of film gets you festival success. So I know people who loved horror films, but suddenly they'll go make like a festival bait drama about a guy dying of cancer, and he remembers his tree that he was sitting with, because he's like, oh, this will get me in like Dubai Film Festival or whatever, like, because it's like social issue based. But it feels hollow when you watch them, because you can see that the filmmaker didn't really care. It didn't come from the heart. It just came because it was a calculated move to sort of win an award or get a grant or whatever. So I think it's very important to be true to yourself. I love genre films. Everything that I'm going to make is going to be a genre film, whether it's horror, whether it's thriller, whether it's sci-fi. And so even if I get opportunities to sort of tell, like somebody telling me like, hey, you can make this really completely drama that's completely not like your thing, but hey, I might fund it. If it doesn't come from the heart for me, I won't do that, because again, also audiences sort of expect. I think the reason why I've been able to make sort of a niche for myself is because there are very few people doing the kind of films that I'm doing, on a consistent basis. There are very few people doing genre films. I remember when I used to go to Dubai Film Festival, I used to go to the short films section, and everything was drama. I was like, where are the horror films? Where are the genre films? So it's still very hard to find them in this region. Again, as I mentioned, for many reasons, they're harder to make and all of that stuff. But yeah, you have to be true to yourself, because if that's it. I think there was the quote I read that you need to make the film that you would go to the cinema to watch if somebody else would have made it.